It's Week 12 of the NFL, and this one features the Ravens' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Ravens and the Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
The Ravens offense set to go. Down 7-0 here early. And all eyes on this man, their star wideout. He had the golden hands a week ago. Double-digit catches. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive indeed, because when you put up those kind of numbers against an NFL defense, what's that old line that they like to use? He's like my favorite diner. Always open.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jones now in motion left. On third down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone?
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think
the Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. This big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going back.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half. We'll see if they can move it. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Complete to Jones. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Caught by Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do it.
The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Jackson on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back.
The Ravens ready to take over.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Real quick, ready?
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Looking to throw. Jones has it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jackson.
Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 28 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoff race.
No excuses. Got to be better than that.